Greetings everyone. So I finished the siding on the house and now we're going to move on to caulking the joints and painting. And I brought in my buddy from Sierra Construction and Equipment, Mark. You've probably seen him in previous videos. He helped me do all the caulking on the Hardie and around the windows, and I'll show you what we did in a minute. But the product that I chose to go with, and they're not a sponsor or anything of the channel, but there was kind of two choices, either the OSI Quad Max or the big stretch stuff. Seemed like the two that most people were using. They're the most flexible. And so Mark and I went around and we did all the caulking, and we're going to start painting. So I went with the clear, but one of the things with the clear, it's really hard to see if you've got enough caulking in the joints and whatnot as you're going, because you can see right through it. But basically, we caulked anywhere the Hardie butted up against the corner joints, anywhere around the blocks for the lights. We left the gap open above any of the doors, where that Z-bar flashing comes out from under the siding. And then of course we also taped off the windows, and we sealed all around the edge of the windows with the clear. And having that, setting that tape on the window and just having that little line of caulking, and we're doing the same thing for the paint. It just makes it come out really nice. And then of course we also ran a bead of caulking anywhere we had a transition from the siding to the soffit material, or the soffit material to the fascia boards, to seal that off. All right, so let's get busy papering these windows off so I can paint. So I think that's a pretty good cut-in line, especially for a sheet metal guy and a carpenter. So I'm pretty happy with the way that got taped off and painted. So we have been working on the painting for a few days now, and I just wanted to give you an update here in the middle of this video on where we're at. The main part of the house is all completely painted, and I just need to move on to these areas above the metal roof, which I didn't want to spray because I just didn't want to get it all over the metal roof. So I'll give you a quick run around, show you what's going on. So these sections, this is the portico shear, and where it met up against the wood up at the top was pretty tedious because we had to put strips of tape for every board, because basically it goes down like a sawtooth, the tape did. So that was a lot of work up there. And then of course we ended up rolling all the paint on up there because I just didn't want to get any overspray on the Doug fir wood. Here's a shot of the side of the garage, and this color of paint's pretty interesting, depending on whether it's in bright sunlight or if it's in the shade. It really changes colors. It's pretty interesting stuff. The name of the color is Brainstorm Bronze. And then I got a question for you guys, if you can leave a note in the comment. I'm kind of on the fence about painting the trim around the window. It seems like the trend right now is just to have, you know, all the one color, but I just wasn't sure if it makes the windows look smaller, even though they're pretty big windows, but it's a good sized house. I'm just wondering if the trim around the windows should be painted the same color as the windows themselves. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks.